What's up, fellow quacks? Today, I'm going to be doing a sequel to the fixing AI art video that I did. Why? Because holy shit, I did not expect it to get so many views. I was like, wait, what? How is it blowing up? I thought it would get like maybe 100 views and that'll be it, blah, blah, blah. But no, it got like 13k views. I reached 3,000 subscribers. Like, what? That is insane. So, thank you guys so much. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I didn't expect an art video of mine to get so many views. I'm so used to like alien stage stuff getting a lot of views, or like anything that's like fandom related or whatever. So my art kind of getting views for something is really nice, even if it is like AI art related. Still, it's nice to know my art is like acknowledged in that way. So yeah, anyway, on to the actual AI art stuff.
My main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody.
I chose this design because it fits my whole aesthetic of like pink, blue, edgy. He looks like a VTuber, so that's like, I guess that's kind of why I picked him. He has that sort of like funky look. I was looking through a lot of designs and stuff for this video, and it was draining, honestly. I felt actually kind of physically unwell after looking at so many AI art images. I know that sounds crazy. Like, I wouldn't say I felt severely ill or whatever, but I felt this unease as I was looking at all of them. I just didn't like the feeling. It just felt so off to me, you know? Even like some of the good ones, after looking at them for so long, I just felt gross. Felt gross looking at all of them. I want to talk more about AI art in general and my feelings towards it rather than just the character itself. I'll talk about it towards the end. So first things first, AI art is so oddly normalized on Pinterest, and it's really sad that I see a lot of comments where people cannot tell and they just like, oh, wonderful drawing, this is amazing, it's cute, I love it. And then there's that one person that has to tell them, it's AI, bro, and they're like, oh, or they're like, who cares? So people who say who cares, I really just want you to know that it is a big deal. Like, it does matter. It's not good. It is a big deal, like, if it's AI. It sucks that like AI art is just so normalized on like Pinterest, and it's even on Etsy. I was like, what?
It's time to stop!
So sometimes I'll see on Pinterest, it's like a AI generate clip art, and it looks ugly, like, who's gonna use this? What are you gonna use it for? Like, it's so weird looking. Like, what are you gonna use this AI generated image of, like, whatever the fuck this is? Like, what, a PowerPoint presentation? Like, what? Who's buying these? But then I read the comments and a lot of people love them on the Etsy shop, so I'm like, I guess people are buying them for something. I mean, they're not expensive, but still, what do you need them for? What? Like, just get regular clip art. This art doesn't look good. It looks weird. It doesn't make any sense. It's incoherent. But yeah, that's the problem with AI art, is that so many people are profiting off of it, and it's just so greedy and gross, and that's probably what contributed to my ill feelings earlier. It was just that I know that the people who are probably making these were just like trying to profit off of it, or they're trying to capitalize on the market and stuff. Gross. I hate it. I hated the feeling that I couldn't look at regular art without skepticism. I had to sit there and really look like, is this AI or is it really just a regular piece of art made by a human? I hated that. I didn't like that. I don't like looking at a piece of art and having to question that. I don't like doing that, because then I can't enjoy the art anymore. I have to constantly question, what if I save a piece of AI art to like my Pinterest boards, and it's a public one, and someone sees that and they assume that I'm like supporting AI art, and then they, you know, unfollow me, or they like, I don't know, or like, hey, you're problematic because you support AI art. And I'm like, how was I supposed to know it was AI art? It looked legit, you know? Like, I'm sure there's probably a lot of people have dealt with that before. Maybe not getting canceled or whatever, but, you know, having to deal with just finding something that you think looks really pretty and not looking close enough. Because let's be honest, most of the time when you see something on Pinterest, you look at it and you're like, oh, this is pretty, and then you save it to your boards, and you just kind of are like, that's that. But with AI art, now you have to be extra careful. And I think that's what makes it so worse, is that now people can't appreciate art because they're going to be looking at it with a critical eye. They're not going to look at it and be like, oh, this is really good. They're going to be like, is this AI? Is this real? It's too good to be real. Or like, what if someone's art is bad and someone's like, oh, this is AI because the fingers look weird. And, you know, what if the person's just shit at drawing fingers? Like, some of my old art, the fingers look fucking broken as well. So is that AI art? No. But that sucks. Now people who are beginner artists, well, mainly digital artists, they're gonna have to deal with people probably accusing them of AI generating their art because God forbid you have bad anatomy skills because you're not good at anatomy skills yet. So it's like, it's harming everybody. So it sucks. It fucking sucks. Yippee, I guess. I hate it. I will say, on the positive, I think that AI FARTists are kind of at a disadvantage because the issue with, actually not issue, a lot of AI art is very samey and it's not experimental in any way. So if your art is unconventional looking, or, you know, stuff that's more emotional, or just, you know, more gritty or whatever, that art's probably gonna thrive because AI artists, FARTists, I mean, sorry, I have to make sure I include the fart because that's very important. They don't like to make stuff that looks not conventional. They like making art that looks pretty. They like making the stereotypical art that's pretty, art that doesn't have much meaning. It's just a pretty person or a pretty picture of a landscape and nothing more. And there's something wrong with people who want to make that, and who are like actual artists who want to make that. Like, I'm not dissing that, but I am saying that the AI FARTists tend to go after that art because that is the most consumable type of art to the general masses. It's the type of art that most people like to see and what they associate with art. They don't want to see, AF artists don't want to make art that is meant to shock people. It's not meant to challenge people. They don't want to make art that is going to like shake the status quo in any way. And that is where we have our advantage, because we make art that is going to do that. So if you are an artist, keep making art, just keep doing it, because AF artists are not going to make art that is, you know, going to do anything that's going to change the world. They just want to make pretty, aesthetic, Disney princess, anime, semi-realism, manhwa styled characters just sitting there looking at the camera with their pretty, overly curly, flowy hair that makes no sense, rather than make anything that has actual meaning behind it. So yeah, we had the advantage because our art is always going to have meaning behind it. And they also can't take away the process of making art. Part of what makes art fun and what makes art so meaningful is the process behind it. A lot of artists will talk about how, yeah, this art really, you know, I really enjoy making the process of this, or I learned a lot, or this process is really emotional for me. They don't always talk about the end product. They talk about the process, because that is where you get that's where you feel most of the things and all that, and that's how, you know, get all your thoughts out and stuff. And then the end product is just like the culmination of all of your hard work. So now I want to get on to my personal feelings about this drawing in general, and just my feelings when I'm drawing not digitally. So I've noticed that I have certain habits that I've started to develop because my brain is starting to worry that if I make a certain artistic choice, will someone interpret that as AI because it looks weird? And I hate that feeling so much. I don't like it. It feels like I'm having an existential crisis over my own art. Like, I am a human being, and I'm sitting here questioning if what I'm doing is something that a human would do. And I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to think, is this what a human would do? Would a human do this? Would a human make this? Would an artist make this? Because AI is so weird, and that sometimes, like, there's certain things like how I draw things that like might look strange, and my brain's like, would someone interpret this as AI because it looks weird? And I'm just like, fuck. So now I can't even enjoy my own art sometimes because I'm worried that it's gonna look like AI. And I hate that so much. I don't like that. I don't like having to sit there and constantly second guess myself. I already do that enough in general. Now I gotta do it again because of AI. Like, what? Seriously? That's shit. I hate it. It's not fun. It's not fun to think about that. Cause like now I'm worried that like, oh, what if I draw the hands wrong? Does the hands look like they're AI generated because they look kind of broken? I guess on to a positive. Let's talk about the art itself because I haven't talked about it. I've been talking about AI art in general. So for this picture, I wanted to once again simplify the design, and I liked his hair. I liked the hoodie that he's wearing. I just kind of only added like 3 or 4 things to like his overall hoodie because I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I could have added more, but I was just like, I don't want to like overdo it. I really like the design. I feel like less is more, because that's the thing with AI art, is that it really likes to add a bunch of details just for the sake of it to look good, but it doesn't work because it's mush. It's mush. That's what I call it. I'm calling it mush. I tried to lower the mush amount so that way it was readable. Also, I did this in my toon style because I figured it fit his vibe pretty well. I also added like eye spikes and stuff. I was going all out. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make this a really good picture. That's why I shaded and everything. I was like, I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna make this really aesthetic and fun and playful. Also added scars, and I just added scars because I thought it would add to his character. You know, he looks very playful and like kind of like he's got a little bit of attitude, a little mischievous. You know, I thought that would be kind of a fun persona for him. I want that personality. Also, suggest name ideas for him in the comments. I'm not gonna make him to an OC or anything. I just thought, you know, giving him a name would be kind of fun. I struggled with the background near the end because I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Like, huh? So I just kind of winged it, and I just kind of put a bunch of collage stuff that I made together in the back, and I just changed the colors, and then I added this blurred caution tape in the background. I was gonna put some like over top of him kind of, but I was like, nah, I don't want to distract too much from it. I was gonna add more, right? But, you know, I was like, I don't want to overdo it, so yeah, I just kind of kept it simple. There was more I wanted to do with it, you know, but I was kind of running low on time, as in, you know, I was getting tired when I was drawing this. I wanted to kind of just get it all done in one go and then be done with it. So I was like, I'm just gonna wrap it up and then just call it a day, and that's that. So I didn't add too much for the background. I added stitches on the sleeves. I wanted to give him like a monster demon motif. I was kind of debating how I was going to do the eyes on the top of the hoodie, because that's kind of what it looked like, and I kind of went for the swirly, sort of googly, sticking out eyes. Because they would make him actual demon, but I was like, nah, I think he's just wearing a demon hoodie of some type. That's all I have to say about the piece. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I wanted to give some updates before I end the video though, so please stick around. I am in school currently. I just started as a recording. Tomorrow is going to be my second day, and I just wanted to say that I'm probably not going to be posting for a while, but when I do post, I'm going to be mostly making stuff related to like personal projects and OCs and whatnot. And you know, whenever Alien Stage drops, you already know the deal. The Alien Stage parody is going to come whenever. As for sketchbook tours, I record usually when I'm home alone, and I'm not home alone very often, so whenever I get the chance to, I will post the sketchbook tour, but for the time being, it's going to be a while. So yeah, and also to the new people who are subbed, I make like art videos, but I also make like fandom stuff and just random memes or whatever. My channel is just very niche, and I just kind of make it for fun, but it would be nice to monetize off of it, just, you know, as like a side hustle in a way, but also like fun. It's like a hobby. It's like a hobby that I'm monetizing pretty much. So yeah, anyways, welcome new people. Thank you for the people who are already sticking around for supporting.
I will call it good.